Black confidence, the stolen power. My Blackness 100 unlocks truth. What if I told you the most dangerous weapon on Earth isn't a bomb or a gun? It's something far more insidious, something designed to steal your very spirit, your Black confidence. Imagine systems, education, media, even religion, all working together, brick by brick, to make Black people doubt their own greatness. Sound like a conspiracy? Stay with me, because once you see this pattern, this deliberate design, you will be equipped to manage it better. And more importantly, you'll discover how to break free. This isn't just a story, it's an awakening. It's a call to Black excellence. It's about reclaiming your power, your truth, and your unstoppable potential. If you're ready to unlock profound insights, to understand the forces that shaped our past and influence our present, then you're in the right place. This journey starts right now. Please smash that subscribe button, join the My Blackness 100 family, be part of the movement. Let's ignite your purpose. Let's dive in. For centuries, a silent war has been waged, not with bullets, but with beliefs. A calculated assault on Black self-esteem, on Black identity. This isn't history confined to textbooks. This is the live wire shaping our world right now. Let's expose it. Number 1, the classroom of lies, erasing Black greatness. Every revolution, every true awakening starts or stops in the classroom. Think about it. Black children everywhere, from Accra to Atlanta, sit in schools where their true Black history is systematically erased. We're taught our history that often begins with trauma, with slavery, as if before chains there was nothing but emptiness, as if our ancestors were mere captives. Not kings, queens, scholars, and builders of empires who had their own civilization system. The pyramids of Kemet, the legendary libraries of Timbuktu, the colossal Mali Empire, the Kingdom of Benin, the Oyo Empire and the Dahomey Kingdom, and the innovative Songhai Empire. Often, they're relegated to a footnote, if they're mentioned at all. This isn't just omission, it's a strategic weapon against Black consciousness. And then there's the world map, the infamous Mercator projection. It hangs in classrooms globally. Africa, shrunk, distorted. Africa is deliberately made to look smaller, less significant than Europe or North America. But here's an undeniable geographical truth. Africa is massive. It's bigger than the US, China, India, Japan, and most of Europe combined. Yet, these maps perpetuate a visual lie. They twist reality. Why? Because a child, a young Black person who grows up believing their homeland is insignificant, will, tragically, grow up believing they themselves are small. They will doubt their own capacity for greatness. Think of the profound damage. How many brilliant Black inventors could be affected? How many aspiring Black entrepreneurs could be killed? How many potential Black leaders could be affected? Their dreams were cut short, withered before they even blossomed. Why? Just because a map, a seemingly innocent piece of cartography, was weaponized to distort their perception of African power and their own intrinsic worth. This is the subtle art of destroying Black confidence. This story is an empowerment lesson we all need to learn. This is about Black heritage being stolen right before our eyes. Number 2, the mirror of media, distorting Black identity. Next, they hold up a mirror. The media, television screens, blockbuster films, glossy advertisements, even viral social media trends. But this mirror rarely reflects Blackness truthfully. It distorts it. It twists reality. It molds perception. Black men are too often portrayed as criminals, thugs, or figures of fear. Black women are frequently reduced to stereotypes, angry, hypersexual, or subservient. Where are the consistent images of Black inventors, the groundbreaking Black innovators, the profound Black visionaries? They are tragically underrepresented. They are sidelined. And here is the insidious trick. When a white character displays assertiveness, strength, or ambition, they are celebrated. They are hailed as a leader. They are inspirational. But when a black character demonstrates that exact same assertiveness, that same strength, that same ambition, they are subtly, or sometimes overtly, labeled a threat. They are called difficult. This dangerous double standard plays on a relentless loop. It's repeated in our news, it's echoed in our entertainment. It programs both black audiences and non-black audiences to internalize this lie. It makes us question our own black identity. So ask yourself, what happens to a vibrant, intelligent, capable black generation? What happens when they are constantly bombarded with images, with narratives that tell them their innate black confidence is not just unwanted, but dangerous? It silences voices. It stifles innovation. It attacks black entrepreneurship. It damages black mental health. This media manipulation is a direct assault on black self-worth. It's crucial for black empowerment.
3. The chains of money, economic disempowerment. True confidence, enduring black confidence, often blossoms in the fertile ground of economic security and opportunity. But here too lies another expertly crafted trap. Across the globe, black communities are systematically locked out of fair, equitable economic systems. Look at the history of redlining in the US, a deliberate government-sanctioned policy that ensured black families couldn't buy homes in good neighborhoods. This wasn't accidental segregation, it was a surgical amputation. It cut off generations of black people from the primary pathway to generational wealth. It denied access to loans. It strangled black business growth. Now shift your gaze to Africa. The continent is teeming with unimaginable wealth. Diamonds, gold, coltan, rare earth minerals. Global corporations ruthlessly mine these precious resources. But does that wealth stay with the people, the African people, whose land it comes from? Rarely. The profits are siphoned off, leaving African nations struggling while foreign entities grow obscenely rich. This is a deliberate economic drain, a modern form of neocolonialism. Even within Western economies, the pattern persists. Banks often hesitate to loan money to black entrepreneurs. Investors frequently doubt black-owned businesses unless there's a reassuringly safe, non-black partner attached. This isn't coincidence, this isn't bad luck, this is strategic gatekeeping. It's structural racism. And what is the whisper? The insidious message that this economic gatekeeping delivers. It whispers, you are not capable. You cannot build true black wealth without us. Your black ambition is misplaced. This cripples black confidence. It's a key component of black liberation to dismantle this system. We need financial literacy and economic empowerment within the black community. 4. Leaders who dare, leaders who bow, silencing black voices. History is replete with two distinct kinds of African leaders, those who bravely dared to defy and those who tragically bowed to external pressure. The pattern is chillingly consistent. Patrice Lumumba dared. He envisioned a truly independent Congo, free from colonial meddling. He was assassinated. Thomas Sankara dared. He championed self-sufficiency for Burkina Faso, rejecting foreign aid and empowering his people. He was silenced. Kwame Nkrumah dared. He dreamed of a united, powerful Pan-African continent, a true black powerhouse. He was overthrown. Meanwhile, a different kind of leader often thrives. Those who open their nations for exploitation, those who dutifully follow Western commands even when it directly harms their own people. These leaders are celebrated. They are rewarded with prestige, with resources. They are propped up. It's a stark, undeniable pattern. Punish the bold, promote the submissive. Crush black assertiveness, reward black compliance. And what does this leave us with? It leaves us questioning the very nature of black leadership. It forces us to ask, what kind of leadership can truly survive when genuine black confidence, genuine black sovereignty is treated as a crime? This is a fundamental lesson in black empowerment. It's about African self-determination. 5. God in their image, spiritual colonization and demonization. Religion. For billions, it's meant to be a source of strength, guidance, and profound power. Yet even this sacred realm was twisted into a potent tool of domination. African spirituality and culture, rich with ancestral wisdom, deep reverence for nature, and profound philosophical understanding, were ruthlessly demonized. They were dismissed as pagan, savage, primitive, or even worse, explicitly linked to evil forces, to black Satan, to black demons. This was a deliberate and cruel association. The message was clear. Anything rooted in black spiritual practices was inherently dark, dangerous, unholy. This directly attacked the very fabric of black spiritual identity, twisting our sacred connections into something to be feared and rejected. In its place, a carefully curated version of Christianity was introduced, repainted, reshaped, rebranded in Europe's image. Think about the most famous image of Jesus. Is he depicted as a man from the Middle East, with features reflecting his geographical origin? Rarely. Instead, we are presented with a pale-skinned, blue-eyed European figure. This wasn't a simple artistic choice based on aesthetic preference. This was calculated propaganda, a visual, constant reminder that God, the ultimate source of power and goodness, looked like the colonizer, not the colonized. The message was chillingly clear, subtly yet powerfully ingrained. To be holy, to be righteous, to be favored by the divine was to look like them. To be black was by implication to be less holy, to be unworthy, to be other. And crucially, to embrace your own black spirituality was to embrace something deemed demonic. This constant bombardment, this insidious association of blackness with evil, was a direct assault on the core of black confidence. It poisoned the well of self-perception. How deep does that psychological and spiritual cut go? When even the image of God is painted against you and your own ancestral spiritual paths are labeled as inherently evil, as being aligned with black Satan or black demons. When your spiritual identity is undermined, it's an assault on your core black identity, your very soul. This is a critical factor in understanding the systematic assault on black confidence and the journey toward black spiritual liberation. Reclaiming our spiritual truths, understanding the beauty and wisdom of African spirituality is an act of radical self-love and profound black empowerment. It directly counters this ancient, damaging narrative.
6. Confidence under arrest, punishing black self-assurance. When black people display genuine black confidence, when they assert their rights, when they speak with authority, systems often respond not with admiration, but with punishment. This is an invisible war, but its impact is brutally real. Consider a routine traffic stop. A black driver, asserting their legal rights, asking questions, or maintaining their composure, is tragically labeled aggressive, disrespectful, or threatening. The narrative shifts instantly from citizen to suspect. Now imagine a white driver doing the exact same thing. Often, they are praised. They know their rights. They are standing up for themselves. It's a stark, terrifying double standard. In the workplace, the pattern repeats. A black professional who speaks with authority, who confidently advocates for their ideas, or who directly addresses an issue is often dismissed as angry, emotional, or difficult. They might be passed over for promotions. Meanwhile, a white colleague displaying identical professional assertiveness is celebrated as leadership material. They are driving innovation. Even in our schools, black children are suspended and disciplined at significantly higher rates for the same or even lesser behaviors than their non-black peers. This systemic bias is a direct attack on their burgeoning black confidence. It limits black potential. But here's the even more insidious twist, the other side of this toxic coin. Submissive blackness is often covertly rewarded. During colonization, those who willingly became chiefs and obeyed colonial mandates were elevated. Today, in corporate spaces, promotions too often go to those who carefully avoid challenging systemic racism. Celebrities who remain silent on issues of black justice are showered with fame and endorsement deals. Meanwhile,
outspoken voices, powerful Black activists like Muhammad Ali, Colin Kaepernick, or even artists who use their platform for change, are often punished. They lose sponsorships. They face public condemnation. Their careers are jeopardized. This is not random. This is not coincidence. This is a carefully orchestrated design. Punish Black assertiveness, reward Black submission. Repeat this cycle until Black confidence itself becomes a profound liability, until Black liberation feels impossible. It's a deliberate strategy to control Black narrative and Black agency. 7. The theft of culture, erasing Black heritage. Imagine your very essence being stripped away. Your name, the unique sound that defines you. Your language, the melodic connection to your ancestors. Your heritage, the rich tapestry of traditions that anchor your soul. This was the brutal reality imposed through slavery and colonization. African names were forcibly replaced with European ones. Indigenous African languages were forbidden, often violently. Vibrant Black cultural practices were outlawed, demonized, and suppressed. When you deliberately cut a people from their roots, from their profound connection to Black history and Black identity, you systematically weaken their spirit. You disorient them, you make them vulnerable. Think of a mighty tree. If you sever its roots, how can it ever grow tall, strong, or resilient? It cannot. This is why cultural erasure was not an unfortunate accident. It was a cold, calculated weapon, a tool designed to dismantle Black confidence, to break the spirit, and to control the mind. Reclaiming African spirituality, learning African languages, celebrating Black traditions, these are acts of profound Black empowerment and self-love. It is essential for Black cultural preservation. 8. Rules written twice, the global double standard. True Black confidence cannot possibly thrive in a world riddled with blatant double standards. This isn't just about individual interactions, it's about global power dynamics. When white nations or individuals are ambitious, they are celebrated as visionaries. They are lauded for their drive. They are seen as trailblazers. When Black nations or individuals display the same ambition, they're often labeled arrogant. They are seen as overreaching. They are met with suspicion. Globally, African nations face a different set of rules. They are constantly lectured about debt, about fiscal responsibility, while Western nations themselves borrow endlessly, often without the same scrutiny or imposed conditions. African countries are frequently coerced into economic policies that actively keep them dependent, subservient, and perpetually underdeveloped. All the while, their incredibly rich natural resources, their African wealth, continues to fuel the prosperity of foreign powers. This isn't fair trade, it's exploitation. This is a deliberate system to maintain global power imbalances. The message delivered to Africa is unmistakable. You are permitted to move forward, but only within the very narrow, predetermined lines that we draw for you. Your African sovereignty is conditional. This blatant global double standard chips away at Black confidence on a national and continental scale. It undermines pan-African unity and African self-determination.
9. The invisible war on the mind, psychological warfare. Perhaps the most insidious and devastating blade in this arsenal is the one you cannot see. It's the constant, relentless psychological warfare waged against the Black mind. From the seemingly innocent cartoons of our childhoods to the biased history textbooks, from sensationalized news headlines to the pervasive stereotypes in Hollywood films, the underlying message is a constant drone. Black people are inherently less intelligent, less capable, less worthy, less beautiful. Over time, these relentless, pervasive messages begin to seep in. They penetrate the subconscious. For some, this leads to the internalization of inferiority. They begin to believe the lies, to doubt their own immense capabilities, their own Black genius. For others, it leads to a different form of damage. They bend themselves, twist their authentic Black identity, desperately trying to fit into a world that relentlessly demands their submission. Either way, the war is being fought, and too often won inside the precious, powerful Black mind. And once the mind is conquered, once Black confidence is shattered, the physical change becomes almost redundant. The mental shackles become far more potent. This is why understanding and combating this psychological warfare is the absolute bedrock of Black empowerment and Black mental liberation. We must reclaim our minds. We must protect our Black children from these subtle attacks on their self-worth. Number 10, the spark that cannot be killed. The unstoppable power of Black confidence. But here, my brothers and sisters, lies the undeniable truth. The truth that these systems fear above all else. Black confidence, once genuinely awakened, once truly embraced, is absolutely unstoppable. This is not hopeful rhetoric. This is undeniable Black history. It's written in the annals of triumph. Think of the Haitian Revolution. Born from the ashes of brutal enslavement, it was a revolution fueled by an unshakable Black spirit and audacious Black confidence. They toppled one of the greatest colonial empires of its time, France. They established the first independent Black republic. This was not a fluke. This was the sheer power of Black determination. The Civil Rights Movement in America, a profound assertion of Black dignity and Black rights. It shook the very foundations of systemic oppression, not with weapons, but with unwavering resolve, with moral courage, with Black unity, and with an unyielding belief in justice. It transformed a nation. Today, we see pan-African movements reigniting across the globe. Black entrepreneurs are rising. Black scholars are rewriting narratives. Black artists are telling our stories with unprecedented authenticity. Black excellence is breaking barriers in every field imaginable. Every single attempt to crush Black confidence throughout history has been met not with defeat, but with a fierce, powerful resurgence. Every chain that was broken, every victory that was won, has served as a powerful reminder to the world. Black strength is not merely physical, it is spiritual, it is intellectual, it is profoundly creative, and it is fundamentally unstoppable. This is the ultimate lesson in Black empowerment. This is the future of Black liberation. This is our Black power. So now we return to that core question. Why have entire systems spent centuries trying to crush Black confidence if it weren't the most powerful, world-changing force on the planet? The answer is clear. They know the truth. Black confidence is the absolute fuel of our liberation. It's the engine of our progress. It's the spark for our unmatched Black greatness. And the day Black people everywhere fully reclaim it, fully embrace their Black identity, their Black heritage, their Black excellence, that day the world will never, ever be the same again. It will be transformed. This is your call to action, your mission. Nurture your Black confidence, challenge the narratives, share your truth, and keep learning, keep growing. If this video ignited something within you, if it empowered your spirit, then you know what to do. Please like this video, share it with everyone you know. Let's spread this truth far and wide. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to My Blackness 100. We're building a global community dedicated to Black empowerment, African history, and unlocking our collective Black potential. Your journey to undeniable Black excellence continues right here. Join us. Let's change the world.